Hi, I'm Jason with Champion Fitness Training. Today we're going to go through a workout series in which is going to prepare you for an obstacle course race. Obstacle course races have popped up all over the nation, very popular. High allure to these events because they involve a lot more than just running, lots of obstacles that involve crawling, climbing ropes, crawling through tubes, going through mud. Pretty much anything and everything is fair game for these events. With these events is going to come a high magnitude of levels of strength, levels of power, levels of endurance, core strength, pretty much all the facets that you would need in a workout program, all condensed into one particular event. So with our weekly workout regimen that is included in the article, we're going to go through 3 of the workouts. The first one we're going to go through here first will be the Strength and Power Series workout, which will be done on Mondays. And then we're going to go through the 2 different hybrid workouts that are included on that article as well, just so you have a good idea as far as what you're doing and you can get more specifics. So with the Strength and the Power workout, we're going to go 2 different circuits. The first circuit is going to be a power circuit. We're going to do 10 repetitions of each exercise. The first exercise which we would do, and of course this is under the assumption that you're already warmed up, we've done a 10 to 15 minute dynamic warm up, and that includes all the workouts that you would want to do that for. So we're good, we're ready to warm up. We got our feet positioned hip width apart. We go into a squat position, and just as the name implies, we're going up into a jump. And we're just going to do 10 of those. And that's exercise 1. Exercise 2, we're going to grab a medicine ball. Medicine ball for power, or true power development, should be about 5 to 10 pounds of your body weight. So in this case, I got a 12-pounder, going a little bit lighter. Second exercise is medicine ball slams. As the name implies, too, we just pick it up overhead and we're just going to slam it down. And then we would repeat that move for 10 repetitions. We kick that off to the side. Third exercise is split jumps. Split stance position, descend as if we're doing a stationary lunge, and then we split jump back and forth like that, 10 per leg. Now, modification for that, if you have bone or joint issues, knee issues in particular, we can modify with a stutter step to where we kind of come up and just do a little softer landing in between as opposed to back and forth. Last exercise, exercise number 4 is wall ball. Need your medicine ball, ball check, wall, we need a wall. Take that ball chest level, descend into the squat, and as we come up out of the squat, throw that ball off the wall, catch it in the same position. We're driving through the hips, getting full extension, nice good power, transferring from the lower body up to the upper body. Okay, so now for our strength circuit, we're gonna go with just a good old-fashioned push-up. Now everything with the strength is gonna be between 8 and 12 repetitions. So on a push-up, for instance, some people are like, well, I can't do that many push-ups. So our first level of push-up would be just from the knees, sitting down nice and straight with our upper body all the way down to our hips. 8 to 12 reps. If that's too easy, then our next level of progression would be feet together, going from the toes, good on the descent, making sure that we're all going down as one unit, leading with the chest. And of course you get the tough guys. Might need a little bit more advanced, so we can take something in which we're doing an elevated push-up, feet up on a box. This is a taller box, but it'll work. So right here, some more of an incline, descending all the way down, pressing all the way back up. You could even throw in a foot elevation if you wanted to. We could throw in a little leg kick. There are a lot of ways to progress that to make that more challenging depending on your fitness needs. Second exercise, dumbbell lunges. Take the appropriate weight for your fitness level. I'm just gonna go in place, alternating lunges. Back and forth, 8 to 12 reps per leg with that. Making sure we keep our knees behind our toes as we go down, making sure we're not getting way out here. We want to load up the muscles, not the joints. So here, light on that back foot. Again, 8 to 12 reps on that guy, pushing through the heel as we come back. Third exercise is pull-ups. Now, I can already hear some of you, well, I can't do a pull-up. Well, I'm going to show you an assisted version of a pull-up with this band here. You can get these super bands. You can get them here locally at Boise Fitness Equipment. You can also get them online. Just type in super band. You can get them in various widths and tension, depending on how much help that you need. This guy's about 2 inches. But what we would do in this case is you're going to put 1 foot in, and then we grab our pull-up bar on either side of the band here, Take that leap of faith, take that other foot off, and this band is actually going to assist as we go up into the pull-up motion there. And we want to get 8 to 12 repetitions there. A lot of, if you have a gym membership, a lot of gyms will actually have a weight stack machine, an assisted pull-up machine, which you can utilize assistance that way. And of course, for you tough guys and tough gals who don't need the band, you could just do straight arm pull-up, or even if you needed to add a little bit of weight, you could put a kettlebell on your foot, you can wear a weighted vest. There's a lot of ways to do that as well. Okay, fourth exercise, last exercise of this. Just a single leg deadlift. May or may not need weight with this. We want to balance on one leg. Chest is out with our shoulders back, and we just hinge at our hip to about level, or where your flexibility will allow you, and your hamstring. Extend back up, hinging at the hip, so we're making sure that we come and utilize that movement through the leg that we're standing on. It's not the leg that's in the air and you're not kicking it up and then standing up. You want that leg's just drifting back as a result of us hinging at that hip. Squeezing and contracting the glute as we come up, trying to maintain balance. If you struggle with a balance with that, you can use a contact point, whether it be the wall, whether it be the box, just to kind of help give it a little bit of assistance until you actually get a little bit better balance with that. So you would perform both those circuits, the power circuit we went through, the strength circuit, and you're going to go 3 sets total of that. Next up, we're going to go through the hybrid workouts. Okay, so next we're going to go through our first hybrid workout of the week. And this hybrid workout is just going to be more of an indoor-based workout. Essentially, it's going to be strength and cardio drills, and we're going to intermix the two to where we're going to do one strength exercise, followed by a cardio exercise, and going back and forth between those two components. We're going to go a minute of each exercise. So this is going to actually get you taxed really fast. The objective of this is to build strength endurance and also build cardiovascular endurance at the same time. It's going to help mimic the demands that your body's going to need in these obstacle course races. So first exercise we're going to do is going to be a strength-based one. This one's going to be the Renegade Row. We have a pair of dumbbells. In this case, these are power blocks, which is, it's a form of a portable dumbbell. We set up into a push-up position. A couple ways we can do this. We can just simply row. You're going to take a little bit wider stance with your feet because you're going to kind of turn, bring it in nice and tight to the body. Control it back down, and we're going to alternate back and forth between those two. If you wanted to advance it, you could add a push-up in between rows as well. You could even add, if you got a lighter weight, a pull with a rotation and a press. But you might want to save yourself, considering you still got 7 straight minutes of other exercises in there as well. Okay, so after we get done with that, I'm going to kick the weights out of the way. We're going to go into an exercise called quick feet. And quick feet is essentially an athletic stance position. Slight bend in the leg, and you're just basically moving your feet as quick as you can. You would use a clock up on the wall, and as you're doing it every 10 seconds, you're going to drop, hop back up, get those feet going, pretend 10 seconds went by, drop, come back up, repeat. Huffing and puffing. I only did that for 15 seconds. Imagine a minute. So, exercise 3 will be a lunge with an overhead press. We're going to take our weights, bring them up here. I'm going to go into a lunge, and as we come up out of that lunge, press the weights up overhead, alternating legs. Same rules apply on that lunge. Keeping the knee behind the toe. Weight is in the heels. We press back. Going for a full minute there. Setting the weights down. Next up is horizontal jumps. So horizontal meaning we're advancing forward with each jump, trying to go as far as we can, landing softly as we do. So just to kind of show you a horizontal jump in one, descend into a squat, spring forward, landing softly, and then we would continue repeating in a forward motion at least for 30 seconds there. Turn around, go back. If you have limited space, you can just turn around, go back and forth like that for 1 minute. So 4 exercises in, exercise number 5. And you may or may not need weights with this exercise, a single leg squat. In this case, we're going to go 30 seconds per side. Hold the weights on either side. Bounce on one foot. We're just barely picking that foot up on the ground as if we were going down into a squat with 2 legs, but we got one just up. And then we're going to come back up just like that. So nice, good control. Making sure we have nice, good alignment between our hip, knee, and ankle as we go down and as we come up. And then just to kind of give you a side view of that. Right here, switching legs after our 30 seconds. Nice, get control. The objective is to try to maintain balance on that as well. There are muddy balance beams in some of these events, so you definitely want to work on balance as we do this workout. Okay, so bang out those. Next up is mountain climbers. I think the person who came up with this exercise name has never climbed a mountain in their life, but they're called mountain climbers. Push-up position, one leg forward, one leg back, and then quickly and lightly with our feet, as if we're running in place, keeping our chest positioned in between our hands, going back and forth like that for 1 minute. Exercise number 7 is over here. You would need a rope on this. You can also use a TRX trainer if you don't have it. You could even use a cord, anything. You can use a bungee cord rose if you have to replace this exercise. But we're grabbing a rope here, right above this guy, and then just pulling ourselves forward, which we would go 30 seconds per side on that guy there. Keeping that shoulder down out of the ear. Nice and good on the grip strength with that exercise, which is why we're using the rope. Okay, and exercise number 8, ice skaters. We're gonna move laterally bounding back and forth, put on our imaginary ice skates, hopping side to side, touching down with the opposite arm, going back and forth, keeping the chest up. 1 minute there, landing softly, letting those hips sink down to the ground, keeping good alignment between hip, knee, and ankle. And then you get a rest for 1 minute, and then you get a repeat. You'll do this circuit depending on your level of fitness, 3 to 5 sets total. Your rest in between exercises should be as minimal as possible, probably 30 to 60 seconds at a maximum. You're just trying to bang through it without compromising form, and keep that heart rate up, as you can obviously see mine is. Okay, so for our second hybrid workout, this one's actually going to be done outdoors. It's going to combine actually going out on a trail run, ideally a trail run. This can actually be done on a track as well if it's more convenient, but like I indicated in the article, it's an obstacle course race and it's not going to be flat. It's going to be a lot of hills, so you might as well go find a nice hilly run to go on with that. So you want to take a portable device with you with this. You can also do body weight exercises only, but 2 devices that I would like for a workout like this would be resistance bands. You can hook them up into anywhere we have a stable object. Or the TRX trainer is actually a good device too, as long as you have an overhead anchor point that you can loop around, maybe a sturdy tree branch or something like that, a fence post, something that's not going to yank as a result of you pulling on it. So common sense with that. So the way you approach this workout basically is you're going to run for a mile, and you're going to stop, and you're going to do a circuit. So this circuit that we're going to go through here is just using resistance bands and body weight exercises. So we just finished our run, we're 1 mile in. We either went around a track or we're out on a trail. We're going to hook up our cords. In this case, we're going to pretend this is a tree. And then we're going to go into a squat row. This we're going to go higher repetitions because it's more of an endurance-based exercise or workout. So squat row, squatting down, and as we come up out of the squat, pulling the cords in towards the midline of our chest. With our hands just outside of the body, we would go 15 to 20 of those. After we knock out those, find a forgiving spot for our hands. Drop down, push-ups, we would knock out 15 to 20 there. And the objective again is just to get through it. The term race means as if it were racing, so there's a clock going, so we want to try to do this as quick as we can. Third exercise, taking 1 cord, resistance band rotation, so we're working the core muscles here. Grabbing the handle, cross body, other hand just cups over top. Turning our torso, turning our arms and shoulders all together. We would go 15 to 20 per side on that. Lose the cord. Lunges. That'll feel good after a mile. 15 to 20 per leg. And then the last, take our cords. And I'm going to go just a little resistance band press. Split stance position. 1 leg forward, 1 leg back. Pressing it out in front of you. 15 to 20 times. Unhook your cord, grab them, run another mile, repeat, 3 to 5 miles. That's it. So those are your 3 workouts that go with the program. Got to get some recovery days in there as well. Please refer to the article for that. If you have any questions, you can contact me at championfit@live.com. Jason with Champion Fitness Training. Thanks for watching.